Hey, how's it going? In this video, I'm gonna give you my honest review of the email marketing service Mailerlite. But you knew that by looking at the title. So first off, I'm gonna give you a quick 60-second review to just give you the highlights, and then we'll dive in deeper to each of the main points, and you can see what works and what doesn't work and make a really informed decision. My 60-second Mailerlite review. Mailerlite is the cheapest email marketing provider on the marketplace, with it being free for your first 1,000 subscribers and 12,000 emails sent out. And it's about half the price of all the other major providers. The user interface is super clean and user-friendly, and it has all the functionalities you need in an email marketing provider. You can send newsletters, automations, landing pages, click to pop-up event boxes. You have segmentation and analytics, plus you can make templates. The analytics give a great high-level overview. If you're looking for in-depth analytics, this may not be the perfect solution for you. Their setup process takes a little bit more technical know-how, but it's not that big of a deal. I was able to figure it out, and there's great tutorials on it. The biggest downside is that their servers are just a little bit slower than I would like. Okay, let's talk about the pricing. When it comes to email marketing providers, there are two things I look at for pricing. One is the free option they give you, because most email marketing providers have a way for you to sign up and try it out for free. The second one is how much it actually costs once you have email subscribers. See, MailChimp was known for doing free. The thing is with MailChimp is they gate a bunch of the features, so you don't actually get to try out all the automations and set it up, which really makes me upset, because as a user, I want to set everything up and see how it goes and really not be charged anything. The other way that most email marketing providers do it is they're like, oh, we'll give you 30 days for free. And that's really great, except for I either have to spend literally an entire day or more setting up all my campaigns, importing all my subscribers, doing all of that just to see if I like it, or I kind of check it out and then I forget about it and then I get billed. And I don't like that either. So something I really like about Mailerlite is their free version is you get everything up to 1,000 subscribers and 12,000 emails, which is perfect, especially if you're small and you're just starting out. You can take your time to go in it and write your campaigns and set everything up, and it might take you 2, 3, 4 months, whatever. You're not getting charged. You're just as you're building and you're sending out the campaigns, you're still not getting charged anything until you hit over that 1,000 subscriber mark, which, woohoo, that's a really good benchmark, or you've sent over 12,000 emails. So I really like that pricing structure. The second thing is how much they actually charge. So let's take a figurative email list of 10,000 people. 10,000 is not huge, it's not small, it's somewhere in that happy medium. If we look over at Mailerlite, it is only $50 for having 10,000 people, which is like half the price of what I would be paying on ConvertKit. Let's literally look at ConvertKit. At 10,000, it's $120 a month. What? That's over twice as expensive. Aweber's another one that's very, very popular. Aweber, they're charging $70 a month. So that's still $20 more a month. And I've never really liked Aweber, but it is very popular. And if we go with MailChimp, the one that everybody starts out with because it's free, MailChimp would charge $105 a month for 10,000 email subscribers. So from a pricing standpoint, it doesn't make sense to not use Mailerlite. It is the literal cheapest version that you can get, and I freaking love that, because save me that money. Okay, after you sign up, which there's a whole tutorial they have on how to sign up and get everything verified, so I'm not going to cover that. This is what the interface looks like, and this is just a little test thing that I've put together. I think this is very clean looking. Right here you can see a campaign I sent out, how many recipients, how many opens, clicks on a high level, and if I roll over it gives me the actual numbers. So almost 400 people opened, almost 20 people clicked. Not great, but whatever, it doesn't matter. You can see how many active subscribers you have, what your plan is. You can see this growth chart down below. I haven't been doing any growth activities, but it's great that I can have a month-over-month view of how many subscribers I'm gaining or I'm losing. So that way you can track your marketing efforts and go, great, these things are working, they're not. Your monthly stats, how many forms, workflows you have, all of those things. So I really love this interface, and that's kind of what made me switch. But let's go through kind of everything right now. At the top here, you have your campaigns, your subscribers, forms, sites, and automation. They really are self-explanatory. So if you want to create a campaign, you can either click this button over here and hit create a campaign, or you can go to campaigns that you've already sent out. So one of the downsides is how long websites and pages on here take to load. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit that create a new campaign, and we are going to watch in real time how long this takes to load. Click. Now I am recording on my computer. Oh look, just took a couple of seconds there. All right, so this is if I want to create a new campaign. What I really like about this, and this is really important to me, is you can have personalization added into your campaigns. Now, most email marketing providers give this to you, but what I've found is half the time, it doesn't work effectively. You put star, first name, star, and then literally the email that sends out says that instead of the subscriber's first name. So let's put the name in there. Are you ready to see the next email marketing SaaS business model? I'm making this up. I'm not actually going to write anything here. Who's it from? Your email address. Now, one of the things in the setup is they do not recommend you use an @Gmail account. So like my email marketing provider that I use, because my name, Austin Giuliano, is very difficult to say, I use austingiuliano@gmail.com. I like Gmail's interface. But if I were to send emails from Gmail, it will actually more likely hit the spam folder. So you don't want to do that. You actually want to send it from a business email address. So I have one, hello@austingiuliano.com. So you make sure you send that. Who's it from? Take out the ink. English is a language. Next, content. So see, it's taking a little bit of time for things to load. Not too long, but just a little bit of time. And as you're going more and more, it kind of builds on itself. It gets a little bit frustrating. It's not so fast. Now, another thing I like about Mailerlite is their drag and drop builder they have for email marketing newsletters and templates. They give you a simple template over here, but you can actually create your own. And I do highly recommend you take a little bit of time to create your own template. It saves you so much time. So if I select this template, right, what happens is it's gonna pull up my header, it's gonna pull up my footer, it's gonna pull up some text information that I've put in there. Cause like one of the things I do on all my email marketing newsletters that I send out is at the bottom, like, here's how you can work with me, just because I want everybody to have the opportunity to work with me. And now this is the interface. It looks great, right? We got the header here. We click, we can change the headline. We click here, we can change the text, right? It's very easy to use. You can change all the colors and the settings. You can change the padding. I'm not gonna change anything here because this is what I like. We have images down here, right? If we click on this, a little bit of something you should know is like you can upload all of your images at once. So if you know you're gonna create, 12, 15, 20 different email blasts and you have a whole bunch of images to go with it, well, what you can do is if I were to close this out, we come over to this browse feature, it's upload, you can upload your images with a file manager. So what I can do is I can pull from Google Drives or something like that, or I just hit upload. And then it's gonna pull up here. I'm just gonna pull this in, this image in. So it takes a moment, done. Now I can go through and I can select that image if this is the one I want to use, right? Say we're done with all this and we need to add in a new block, right? Over on the left-hand side over here, we have all our blocks. We have headers, we have content, features, so on and so forth. So say I want to like push a t-shirt that I've designed, right? I can drag this block in here, right like that. I can change the image. I can put the shop now, the limited edition, and I can push out a really well-designed, and I'm not a designer, a well-designed email blast that is branded to me, that has all my information saved here at the bottom in the footers and whatnot. I love it. It makes it so much easier. I love the blocks too, because you can just like copy and paste from Google Documents or Word or whatever you're using into it, into the section for the text, right? And then you're good to go. So the email newsletters and blasts are really easy to make. The design's really great. I like the layout. I like the user interface. You can change all the colors and things like that. All of them allow you to do that. So it's just really nice. Okay, let's just do a brief overview of the interface. So this is the dashboard, and we've seen the dashboard, but if we click on campaigns, we can see all the email news blasts we've sent out, the campaigns, right? We have what's working, the headlines, how many recipients, clicks, opens, all of those things. And we can start looking at that and kind of diving in deeper. You have all your drafts. If you've created a bunch, it's great. One of the other nice things I really like about this is in the automation, you can pull from email blasts you've sent out and put it into the automation. So you can actually like do email blast, email blast, email blast, and then later on create a whole automation with past work you've done and just start recycling it, which is really, really nice. If we click over to the subscribers, it shows you all the subscribers, how many emails you've sent, how many opens and clicks and things like that. So that's really great if you want to really dive into lead generation. It's like, okay, this person, I've sent 6 emails, no opens, no clicks. They're not interested in what I have to say. But if I change around and search for all the people who have opened, right? This person opened 72 times out of the 8 emails. I'm like, holy crap, I haven't gotten them to click, but 72 times is really great. If I switch over to the clicks though, right, we get, oh, this person's clicked 12 times. All right, they're very, very qualified. You know, let's try and get them on a sales call. I love stuff like that. It's really great high level subscriber base and analytics. They also have segments and groups, and this is clutch. The reason I switched from ConvertKit is they had this new feature that came out, which was tags. What that means is when you have multiple ways people can come in and subscribe to your email newsletter, it used to be that if somebody came in and subscribed on 3 different forms, they would count as 3 different subscribers. And they would be like, hey, I'm interested in marketing, and I'm interested in social media, and I'm interested in PR, right? They would count 3 times. That sucks. They should count once. They should only be charged once. But what you need to know is, what are they interested in? Well, that's where tags come in. If they click and they sign up, or they click on something, you can tag them on the back end and say, hey, they are interested in this subject, so keep sending them more information on this subject. And that's really great in the automation, because you can really dive in and go, okay, they've come in through this one form, whatever this top level form is, and you've sent them offers, and you've sent them pieces of content and a whole bunch of different areas where they can click. And if you track what their interests are, you can start understanding what the audience really, really needs to be successful, and you can create better offers that have a higher click-through rate, and that's super cool. So you do that in the segments and in the groups and in the tags. So like groups over here is like where people are coming in from. So like I imported an e-commerce summit I did, and that's where my test was. But I have my own personal website that I'm switching around to get people to sign up and come in through this. My old business that I had, I can import that in if I want to. My social medias, if I want to track specifically who's coming from, say, YouTube versus who's coming from my website, I can have 2 different little ways of coming in. And with the segments, I can also see, okay, who's clicking on, say, my Skillshare course that I have, which teaches you how to do Facebook advertising, and I have 5,000 students. Who in my email marketing has clicked over and subscribed to that? Okay, let's make sure not to send them further information on that because they've already signed up. That's really great because I hate getting those emails where you've signed up to something, they're like, buy it, and you're like, I just did, leave me alone. Yeah. So, and then they also have this cleanup inactive. This is really clutch. If you're doing email marketing and you're sending email blasts out to a list that is unresponsive, it's going to damage your reputation and your emails are not going to get into the inboxes. So it's really important to clean up inactive subscribers. You want to scrub that. It would be better to have 100 people opening up all 100 emails you've ever sent out than having 100,000 and that same 100 people opening up. You're going to get so much in trouble. So make sure you clean it. All right. This is a brief overview. I don't want to go too in depth. Forms. All right. Forms are great. I really love this and I've been playing around with it. Basically, they're pop-up forms. I love pop-up forms. There are two ways they kind of happen. One, you go onto a website and you click on something and it pops up and you sign up. Or two, you go to the website and it takes over the whole page and you sign up or you click off. While it's annoying, I understand it's annoying, pop-up forms work insanely well for growing your email list. Insanely well. So I need to work on mine, as you can see. Like, I haven't really got this new one perfected, but they work ridiculously well. And they're really easy to set up. So let's take this public speaking tips one. If I were to edit this, I can design the entire thing in here and you can go into the mode. Okay, 5 seconds before showing the pop-up, wait a week until you do it again, and so on and so forth. Here's where it gets a little bit complicated. If you want a click to pop-up event, if you want to make it so like in your article, you're like, hey, if you want this thing, this content upgrade, click here and sign up and we'll give you this free Excel sheet of my best email blasts I've ever sent out or whatever it is. You have to add in some of this code, the universal tracking script and the click to pop-up event. It's a little bit complicated, but it's not too difficult. What's really nice is if you got a WordPress site, you can actually download their plugin and like give them your API key and it sets everything up for you and it makes it so much easier. So this is a little bit of a downside, but a plus side for me because I was spending an extra $40, $50 a month to have lead pages to have the click to pop-up events because at the time, lead pages was the only sort of service that allowed that. So this was huge for me and I don't mind going through an extra hurdle or two to save myself an extra $50 a month. So I love it. Sites. You can build entire landing pages and websites right here on Mailerlite. So if you are looking to launch an MVP really fast or get up a website and you don't want to, hire a designer and a developer to get you a WordPress site or a Squarespace site or whatever it might be, this is really great because you can market test an idea like that. You put up a whole landing page, give all the information, they click, they sign up, they purchase right through the whole provider over here. Chef's kiss. I love stuff like that. I personally want to have all the tools and resources I need to be successful in one platform. So I don't have to go use 6 or 7 different services. That drives me insane trying to get everything to work together. So this is why I really like Mailerlite. And here's the automation. I'm gonna show you just a quick automation workflow that I was starting to set up. So social media marketing strategy workflow. Let's use this one, right? If we pull this up and I go over to the edit workflow, you're gonna see this really nice interface. When subscriber joins a form, social media marketing strategy, then send them this email, okay? You give them the name, you can design it, you do all of that, right? Then you can set a delay, all right? Let's set a delay of one day, safe. Okay, after 1 day, they're gonna get this next email. And you just slowly go down and you can just see how it lays out. Now, a fun thing you can do is like, if you click here you can add conditions, right? Let's add a condition. Condition select. Campaign activity. It's just, I'm gonna choose one. Specific link clicked. Okay, let's say this. You send them an email blast, and if they click on the link, then push them over here. If they say no, they don't click on a link, push them over here, which gets really nice for driving that segmentation and getting people to convert. So you're giving them, hey, 24 hours to purchase my $10, my best 50 email marketing blast templates that I have for 10 bucks. If you want it in the next 24 hours, here you go. If they click yes, great. And if they sign up, you don't send it to them. And if they click, but they don't purchase, then you send them an email in and out, like with 1 hour left, like last hour to get this thing. Boom, right? You can have all this automation set up. I love stuff like that. So it just takes a little bit of time, and there's some really great tutorials on YouTube on how to really do email marketing automation and stuff like that. That's not what this video is about. But this is a really nice user interface, and I really like it. But overall, this is the entire interface for Mailerlite. So you got to see the inner workings and kind of like a test setup that I did. If you found this video helpful and you want to check out Mailerlite for yourself, there's a link in the description you can use. It would be very helpful if you signed up using my affiliate link. Help support me as a content creator. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of those YouTube things. It also helps me. Thank you. I know I'm asking you for a lot, but I appreciate you, my friends.